I was hired by Rio Vista as their pastor of young adults and young families starting in 2002.
And one day, an assistant pastor by the name of Rick Hunter called me. Rio Vista Community Church was looking for their next youth pastor.
We hear the preaching of the word. We sit beside two couples that immediately after the service, both of them just greet us, right? I'm talking to one couple on my right, and my wife is talking to another couple on our left. Where are you from? Who are you guys? And we tell them, hey, we're here visiting from seminary, grew up in this area, but had never really been to this church.
So I was born into the church, and my earliest memories were actually as a kid after the services, running around the sanctuary, getting the drumsticks after the service, banging on drums and playing with the musical equipment.
I think it was 2002 for the first time, and I came through meeting the student director at the time. He invited me to come and lead music for the youth group.
What I think of is this is a church that gives away its best, and always has. This is a church that has raised people up and sent them out. And I think I'm definitely not the best, but I know that the impulse that Rio Vista had with sending out our church was we want to raise up people and get them out of here to go be God's presence in different spheres of influence throughout the city.
I think Rio has done an amazing job of shattering those illusions of what it looks like to do ministry that doesn't look at life and the kingdom of God as a zero-sum game. Well, there's only a certain amount of people out there, and somebody's going to get them, and if somebody else takes them, then we can't have them. No, life, ministry, the kingdom of God is not a zero-sum game. It's an exponential game.
Rio Vista has done that with so many people. They have raised up people that have been their best people and sent them out to do new and innovative works. And that is, I think, Rio Vista's greatest asset and quality, because it reminds us of God. God is someone who gave away his best. He didn't hold on to the best, his only son. He gave his only son. And when I think of Rio Vista, I think that's what God has used to not just let this church survive, but thrive all these years, and will continue to thrive into the future, because they're doing what the gospel does. You give away your best.
The staff, the people that I still call friends, Tom, you know, his relationship with me has been a mentoring relationship over the years. I think some of the elders that I know are still serving the way that I can still kind of call them friends, and they've been there for me and my family when we've gone through difficult times.
There's so many churches that strive to foster community and fellowship, but this is just part of the DNA of this church. I think when they hired my wife and I to minister to the families of the congregation, particularly the students, actually the reverse happened. Their families started to minister to us. And I think now that I've been away from Rio Vista Community Church for 10 years now, I look back and they are still family. They're still part of our family. They're part of our extended family.
Yeah, I envision Rio Vista Community Church as continuing to grow as a church of tremendous resource for the city of Fort Lauderdale, for Broward County, for all of South Florida. I believe that God has gifted Rio with tremendous leadership that I believe other church planters are going to need. I believe that many other churches are going to need.
Looking back at an incredible legacy and God's faithfulness over 8 decades, but now moving into the future, I just am so excited about where God has placed them for such a time as this. I think great things are in store for that church, and I'm so grateful that they are, where they're located in the city, in this region, to reach the thousands of people that need the hope of the gospel